guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's a new day to create a new kit. And let me first introduce you this new papers. Well, in my eyes it's brand new because I never heard it before. And it's called CIAO BELLA and it's from Italy. And I choose the collection La Traviata. And I really fell in love with it. I have to admit, I saw this on YouTube for the very first time, and I just fell in love with it. And I was, yes, this is me, and this is really a nice collection to do for a kid. So I hope you enjoy these papers too. So I choose for the A4 size, so it's easy for me to ship. The kit to ship worldwide, because I do ship worldwide. It do not matter where you are living, I do ship worldwide. So that is why I choose, still choose for a paper that fits in a letterbox, so I can ship the cheapest way to you. But yeah, I think in future it will be difficult to search for A4 papers. So perhaps there will be 12 by 12 papers soon in a kit. And I can't tell you what it is, but let me first focus on this kit. This kit is called, with the papers, CIAO BELLA, and it's called La Traviata. And let me first show you these nice papers. So this is the front, but they choose to do the back side also with design papers. How that is really, yeah, so you don't have to throw anything away. So this costs 9 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the top page is included. So this is the first page, and look at this. It's really nice brown, vintage, smoochy, crunchy, and still like the white butterflies on the back. Really delicate. Then we go to the next page. These are nice card images. Look at this. Look at this fancy lady. Wow. It's amazing. So La Traviata is a sort of an orchestra kind of theme. So lots of music backgrounds and music instruments, and I really love that the back is usable, so you don't have to glue this on a extra cardstock, because the back is also in it. Now this kit, this set, this called scrapbooking. So these are very much for cutting out, but like I tell you before, I prefer using A4 sizes, or an 8 by 8 or a 6 by 6, because it fits in the letterbox. But I choose this A4 papers because the back sides, is really awesome too. So I mix it up. So this is the cut out part. Really nice tags and labels and images. But the back side, wow, the back side, this is really a nice crunchy green. So that is why I choose this, because I can do both. If you cut half of this papers, you still have nice tags and you still have a nice design paper to use. So that is what I did. So this is a big tag you can use, but on the back we have a nice delicate cream color brocante kind of background. Really cool. Look at this piano. Really cool. And the white flowers mixed up in the papers. It's such delicate. And the background, look at this. It's almost like it's embossed on the paper, but it isn't. But look at this. Amazing. Really cool. And then we have more images we can use. Really cool. But the back, it's magnificent. really some delicate piece of art in it. And another page, really cool. And the background, really love this green, and still that crunchy, so it's not perfect, and I really love that, the crunchy kind of theme in it. I really love this image, gosh, I love it, really cool. And this is an old scissor thing. Here says opera, really cool. In the background, again, such nice crunchy papers with a nice flowery back. And then we have letters. And I did not use this pretty much, but we can use the back with a nice notes, music notes. And again, very crunchy and brocante theme in it too. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think about these papers? I think they are loving. But it was a challenge. It really was a challenge because we only have 9 papers. So, but I love the papers. So, what did I do with it? Well, I did make a tryout and I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is what I made. I made a box. This is the top of the box. And let me turn it. This is the front. And I really like the lion. And I really like these big foots. And this is the side. And the other side. And the back I leave it plain. Then I did some nice decoration on the edge of the lid, and let me open it. Ta-da! And then inside I made booklets. I call them booklets. Just little booklets where we can put a lot of them. So let me introduce you the first one. Let me put this away for just a second. So this is the first one. And this is an elastic lace, and covered it up with this nice postcard. And inside we need the room. Inside I made photo frames. So this one I call it the photo booklet because you can put a lot of photos in here. And same way on this side, a lot of photos. So yeah, really easy, simple, but it's really nice and tidy. You can also put this in your bag and put the photos in and show them to your friends and family. So that is the first one. Let me put this right here. Then the second one, this is the front and the back. And let's open this up. And this one is a waterfall booklet. So this is just to put these in, but you don't have to because you can flip this. You can put this closure. But anyway, I thought it will be fun to use this as a pocket. So on the waterfall also you can put a lot of photos on, or you can write on them, of course, whatever you like. And on the back, sorry, I just put a few tags in. And of course on the right side we have exactly the same waterfall. And here we have a few tags too. So yeah, this is the waterfall booklet. Okay, let's close this up. And let's go to the next one. This is the front, and this is the back, and this is just another closure, really easy. And this one is kind of a book. Well, first I made a pocket and made a little fold out with the big tag frame. I don't know what kind of word it is, but really fits perfectly in that pocket. And then I used these little numbers to create tags. So this is really a flippable page. And yeah, so the meaning was I wanted to use these numbers to create these tags. And when I was doing these pages, I recommend that you do this booklet at the end. So with all the leftover papers, you can create really nice pages, which I like. And if you don't, you just can make them only with white or only with colored cardstock. Whatever you like, but you know me, I really like the patchwork theme. So yeah, that's this booklet. Let's give it a name. Let's call it the tab booklet. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is the journal booklet, and I love my image. It's really cool. I really love the image. Let me zoom it in. Look at this, amazing. So this is closed with a tiny elastic, and on top just a simple pocket with a photo frame and an opera ticket. And inside there is also a pocket with this nice tag and also a photo frame. But you can put lots of things in here. And then we have the journals, the journal pages. Well, I just grab some papers and do something in it, and so you can write on. And this is, yeah, this is me. I really like the funkiness of this theme, and yeah, I really like it. And then you can close it up with just this simple elastic. Cool, really like it. So this is the journal booklet. Then we go to the next one, and I want to see. I think this is the storage booklet, but I don't know. Yeah, I believe it is. Anyway, I create a big expandable pocket on this side. So you can put lots of things in it. And I already put some tags in. So you can put your photos on or white on, whatever you're going to like. And then I also put some big photo mats in, but there is so much room in it. So as you can see, lots of place in this. This is an expandable pocket. Okay, let's close this up. Hello. Yep, here we go. And then when you open this up, then we have a pocket on the right side, a tree pocket, where you can put lots of nice things in it. The top one is a little, a short one, so not much space with it, but I really love the small pockets. So you can put little things in it, also these little pieces. And then on this, you can put a photo on. I cut out these corners so you can slide something underneath. And then this flips to the left. And then we have a pocket on this side. Also a nice photo frame. And a nice large tag. Cut out the papers. And then this goes to the left, and here I made a little yeah. How was this? Oh yeah, the belly band. I created here a belly band with a nice big tag. So yeah, also use the leftovers. You know, I like that. And then two nice big photo frames for a nice photo. So that is for this storage booklet. Well, it's not quite a storage booklet, but you can name whatever you want it. Then we go to the next one. On top I made a little tuck spot where you can put a nice tag in. The back I use this wet. Then we have this closure. Let's open this up. Oh yeah, actually this was the storage booklet. And what I mean with the storage booklet is, well, you can put your photo on here or you can write on. And if you open this up, we have 3 little flaps where you can put loads of photos in, or tickets, or anything what you want to save, but do not want to glue everything in. So that is the storage booklet, which you can close this down like that. And on this side it's exactly the same thing. It's just a loose little box kind of theme where you can put photos in, or tags, or whatever you want to save. Okay, and then you close this up, and on top you can write something down. It's just that this keeps everything in it. And then you close this up like this. Really cool. And then we have another one, and this closes also with an elastic. And when we open this up, we have a pocket on top with a photo booklet. So lots of place for photos in this box. And then we go to the left, and again a photo frame with a photo frame on the back pocket that goes all the way down. And this one is a smaller pocket, which I used putting these nice tags in. Then to the other side I created a pocket on the complete side with a photo frame and a nice leftover tag. And then we flip this to the right. Then we have created here again a tuck spot for a photo, and photo frames on this side. And this goes to the left, and here we also have a tuck spot, well, a pocket with 2 photo frames and a nice tag in, and again a tuck spot for a photo. So that was for this booklet. Yeah, and then I just had a few photo frames left. Here you can put something in the back. And this was really my very last booklet. So I just glue all these leftover pieces on, used a little tag from the sheet and glued some papers, some white in. So that is really the leftovers. So I really used every single inch or centimeters of this collection. So what do you think? What do you think of all these booklets? And so yeah, I think I managed pretty good using 9 pieces of papers, A4, and of course I did use some clear cardstock with it too to fill everything up. But I think it looks amazing. So yeah, let's put this back on like that, and that's that. So what do you think? Shall we create this together? Yeah? Okay. Look, join me. Thanks for watching. So first, before I go to start the tutorial, I like to tell you what I used for this papers, because I can't give you the clear cardstock with it, because this one was really expensive already. But what I used with the tryout is a very dark, well, this was another size, wait for a minute, a very dark colored red. And this vintage green. I use 2. Oh, come on. Here it is. And I use this vintage green. And of course I used white for the photo mat. Well, it was just a little off-white. But that was what I used with the tryout. And I did use for the journal. I used again this kind of paper and mix it up with this kind of paper, but you can use anything what you have in your stash. You can use anything. So this is not including the kit, but I will tell you later on. But that is what you, because it's personal. I can not find any good paper because this is all already a 12 by 12, and in an A4 I really can't find anything. So this is really personal, which colors cardstock you want to use. Perhaps you really want to use another color, another red color or another green color to fit with this. So that is just really personal. You can find anything what you have in your stash, or and yeah, it's just. And I think for the tutorial I am going to use 2 other colors of cardstock, just to show you that you can mix any color you like. Because yeah, of course I really like this red one, because this is almost the same color as this piece. So I really like the red. So the red really gives some warmth in this paper collection. So with the tryout I did use green, because of course you see a lot of green in here. But I thought with the tutorial perhaps I'm going to use brown with it. So yeah, that's just an option. So when the tutorial is finished I have 2 boxes, one with red and green and one with red and brown. So you can see the differences. So that is why I choose that. Okay. So this is really cheap paper, and it's not usable for double-sided, as you see. Here in Holland it's very difficult to get to good brown craft paper, and this one is from this brand, and for my Dutch people it's from Boekenvoordeel. A lot of stores here in Holland have these kind of paper, so it's really cheap, but like I said, it's not double-sided usable. So for this project it's perfect. Just use it for filling up papers. So, okay, so that is just what I want to tell you. Yeah, I think we're just going to start. Yes, love it. Crazy, I know, I am crazy. So sorry. So these are the colors that I'm going to use for the tutorials. So the only thing I changed was the brown. Okay, so yeah, okay. That is just what I'm going to do. I'm crazy today, I don't know. Okay. Alrighty, well, let's first start with the box, the measurements. So keep attention. You get 2 pieces of chipboard in your kit, and they will fit for the box. So if you lay out this, then you will have enough chipboard. So that is really important. So let me first give you the measurements in inches. So for the bottom and the lid you need 7 by 4.5 inches, double. Okay, let's use the front and the back. We need 7 by 4 inches, double. For the sides we need 4 by 4.5 inches, double. And for the edges we need 4.5 by 1 inch plus 7 by 1 inch. And we need that also double. So you have 4 pieces of these. Now for my Dutch people, and Belgium and France, well, who uses centimeters? So for the bodem and deksel, it's 17,8 bij 11,3 centimeters, 2 keer. Voor en achter 17,8 bij 10 centimeter, 2 keer. De zijkanten 10 bij 11,3 centimeters, 2 keer. En voor de randen heb je nodig 11,3 bij 2,5 plus 17,8 bij 2,5 centimeter. Zo. Dus deze maten zijn voor de kleine randen. Ja? Alright, so next thing I want to explain is don't put 2 big ones to each other. So I used a big one, so the 7 by 4.5 by 7 by 4. Otherwise it don't fit. See, if you use 2 big ones, it won't fit. But if you use a big one and a small one, it perfectly fits. So that is what I was trying to explain. Because sometimes I get a message from, I don't have enough chipboard. Well, that's impossible. I always create my kits so you do have enough chipboard. So that is just what I wanted to try to tell you. So I'm going to cut my chipboard. And I'm going to cut it, of course, well, 7 by 4.5 plus 7 by 4, and that doing exactly on the same thing on the other piece of chipboard. And then I cut out my little pieces. Yeah, so I can't mix it up. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Back in a second. Alright, and then I have cut out all of my pieces exactly as they were laying just yet. So the bigger, smaller, 2 sides and the edges all fit in these 2 chipboard pieces you get in the kit. Alright, let's pull it all together. So first what we need to move along for just a moment is the top. So that's 1 big piece and the 4 edges. We need this not white now, so put that away. So now we have the bottom and the back and the front and the 2 sides. That one we are going to need. Okay, so next thing what I did was grab some black paper and attach these to each other. Where's my tape? So I attached these 2, but perhaps you have black cardstock in, let's say 12 by 12 papers, then you can attach those, of course. Let's peel this off. But I'm going to use 3 of my A4 papers because I don't have black cardstock. So I'm going to attach these as straight as possible. And then I grab another one. And this piece, let's first attach some tape. Because black on black is really hard to see for you guys, I know. But it's a new cutting mat and I just wanted to try it out. So peel the tape off. And this one goes right on top. This piece. And of course this one is shorter, but it's no big deal. So I'm going to try to do it in the middle. Just put this on top of here. And for me that's enough. We do not need any more. Alright. So, okay. This is enough. So let's see. Let's grab our pieces and we start with the bottom and we can move around a little. And these are for the sides and these for the top. So as you can see, I needed that extra page because this one is too short, of course. So this will just fit, and it will fit enough on each side. Let me show you. Wait, perhaps for this piece is easier to pull this out. So you can see I have a piece here and same one on this piece. It's really, perhaps I can turn it. Well, anyway, let's start here and move this along so I can see where my middle is. So this is pretty okay. This is good. You see? Now I have all edges. As you can see here, I have enough, and here I have enough, and here too. So this is the part where I can glue this down. So let's turn this a little. So yeah, we just needed this extra piece for this piece. But okay, so I'm first going to glue this down. I'm just going to use my clear glue. That'll do the trick. You can use any kind of glue you like, but please keep in mind that you are using glue that is not bubbling your pages. Yeah, I like to use mine cheap one for the bigger pieces, and I bought it in the local store here in Holland called The Action. So I don't know where this glue is more available, but any kind of glue, even the tacky glue or any kind of glue you prefer using for your paper. Now leave a little gossip, like I think 3 millimeters is enough. And well, 3 millimeters is the same as 1/8. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, so now I go for the third piece. And by the way, you can also use, of course, this one, but I only want to use this for the smaller pieces because it's an expensive glue, but I really like the Arc Glitter glue. But I really want, for bigger size like this pieces, I want to use a cheaper one. That's just how I work. Okay, so now we get to the sides. And again, leave that 1/8. And then last piece. Last but not least piece of chipboard. And I want to tell you, the reason why I am a little off my voice is because my hubby is home and he can hear me every single word I say to you. So it's a little weird. It's another, if I am all alone, I really go wild. But now it's just a little, yeah, it's just a little off. It's a little weird, but perhaps it gets used to, because he's getting home a lot because it's freezing outside and his job needs to be in the dirt, and when the dirt is frozen he can't work. So that is the reason why he's at home. Alrighty, so now I really want to let this dry for a second. perhaps we can turn this down and burnish that glue everywhere. And now I hear you saying, why are you crafting while your hubby is at home? Well, the show must go on, isn't it? I do have some deadlines and I can't sit all day doing nothing. No, that's not my thing. This is my thing. And my homework and my housekeeping and my children's. The few hours I have left I will use for crafting, which I love. Okay, so now we are first going to cut this down because this is really awkward. So I'm going to cut this down, leaving a nice edge. There we go. Don't throw this away, you still can use it. Alright, so now it's, yeah, my camera is not but you get the picture. So next thing what I'm going to do is cut out these edges, same as this one. So let's leave it about a ½ inch and let's go all the way around. See? That's the first one. That is really easy, isn't it? It is. Last piece. There you go. And now you can see better. Okay. Alright, so next piece, let's put this big one away. Next what I'm going to do is cut these little things, and I like to cut it on as far as these 2 points go. Let me zoom in for you guys, I hope you can see that. So I did my cut till here. Not all the way to this point, no, I want this piece cut to this piece. Well, yeah, hope it makes sense. So do all the edges. Okay, next thing what we are going to cut is same as we do albums. We're going to cut these edges. And again, I really like that you do a little off the corners. Let's say 2 millimeters. And let's go all the way around. Last one, here we go. Okay, so next step is I prefer first doing the outsides because yeah, we don't need them for putting it all together. So let's use our bone folder and go along the side, and then what you created is a nice fold line. So you can fold this right along this nice chipboard. Yeah. Now you can use glue or tape, but I'm going to use my glue, my tape glider. Just that the video is not going to be that long. So, and it's just easy. I really like my glue gun. No, it's not the glue gun, it's the glue gun. But anyway, let's go all the way around. Nicely to the edges. Last piece. There we go. Now next step, what I like to do is burnish these edges nicely. Not too tight. So you get a nice clean edge. Okay, next tip, what we are going to do is fold this already and burnish it a little down, but be gentle, because your paper do not need to crack. That is why we leave that gusset from 1/8. That is why we did that. Okay. I think I had them all. Yep. Nicely bent. Alright, so the next thing is fold these in. So now we have these corners and we're going to tuck those in with our bone folder. So you just have to squeeze them down and then just do exactly the same. Bend them to the inside. Okay, next one, tuck these in. Bend them over. Tuck this in. I'll really go to the edge, to this corner. So this is nice tucked in. Last one, tuck these corners in with your bone folder. Create a nice fold line. Fold them in. Okay, so now they are prepared for the next step. Now, the next step is, let's reset my chair because it really gets a little cranky. Let's sip a little tea. Okay. Chair, shut up. Next step is we want this to make to attach to each other. So what I did was I want one in and one out, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I have one in and one out. So next thing what I like to do is we are going to put tape on the well, if you fold these in, we are going to tape this side. Yeah, going to use good tape for this matter. It's not that my tape runner has not good tape, but I know for sure that this one is better. So So that is what I'm going to use. Okay. Now next thing is, while we want one in and one out, that means that for the second piece of tape we need this on the inside, not on the outside, now on the inside, because this is going to attach on the outside of the box. So flatten these open and put the tape on. Oops. This one is a little tricky. Okay, let's go to this piece first. There we go. Last one. Yep, perfect. Alright, so now we can peel the first one off. So let's start on this piece. Peel the tape off, and well, it's just, I don't know if it needed, but I do like to use some extra glue. So this is going to be in and this is going to be out. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use just a little extra glue on the outside, because that is the most important piece. So put this right up and see where your box is going to be. Exactly the size the other one. And now this piece, you can lay this flat and burnish the other one down. That's one. Okay. Go to the other side. So peel this one off, because this one's going to the inside and this one is going to the outside. So for the outside I'm going to use some extra glue just in case. Okay, well, lift this up right against where it should be and use your fingers to go with the glue. Then lay this flat, this piece, and I hope you can see it, but I am going to burnish my inside hinge nicely attached. Here we go. Okay, now let's do the other side. Peel it off. I like to do some extra glue for the outside. Okay, so lift this up nicely to the edge. Then you can lay this flat and burnish it down. Last one, peel it off. This is a little tricky, but we can manage. There we go. High blue for the outside. Okay, well. Here we go. Ta-da! That's the first box. Isn't that cool? What do you think? Yeah, so yeah, I just like to burnish the edges a little. So we have nice clean edges. And as you can feel, it's really sturdy. So yeah, we did a good job. Perfect. Ta-da! Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. Easy peasy. Okay. Yeah. Next piece. It's a little shivery up here. But anyway, let's grab a new cup of tea and let's go make the lid. Okay, so I grabbed a second piece of A4 black. And I'm going to put my glue on, and let's make the lid exactly the same as the box. So put your glue on, put it in the middle, well, it's a little off, but don't worry. No big deal. Let's glue the outside pieces, and again leave a opening from 1/8, just about 1/8. Let's do exactly the same thing in this piece. And then the little pieces. And the last piece. I'm right-handed, so for me... Oh my gosh, I cut this one wrong. Ooh. Oh dear. Why did I do that? What did I did wrong? Well, this is 4.5. I think I cut this at 4. Yeah, I cut this wrong. Okay. So I need another one. Let's say my leftovers are not exactly... Oh yeah, this one is good. Good to go. And this one is also short. I just had it. Just get... This is a little off. Let's fix this first. I'm going to cut this straight. Just back in 1 second. Alrighty, back in track. Sorry. You see, I make mistakes too. So just cut the right ones. The right sizes. Okay. Alrighty, let's burnish the glue on all the pieces. Ta-da! Okay, let's cut these nice out all the way. So starting first the outside. This can be a little shorter. And this one can do a little shorter too. Alright. Okay, next thing what we do, let's put it away. Same thing as the other piece. The corner out and cut to there. Same as with the box. Easy peasy. Here we go. Okay. Now, next thing, we cut the corners. Same as we did with the box. Here we go. That was so easy. Okay. Next thing is exactly the same as with the box. I go make all the way around and fold this in. So again, I'm going to use my tape runner. And glue first the outsides first. Last one. Okay. Next step is what we want to tuck these things, these corners in with our bone folder. Tuck them in. Okay, now first I like to bend this. Be gentle, but I do like to bend this. But be gentle. There we go. Then yeah, exactly the same. Going to make another increase line with my bone folder so it bends easily. And again, I want these to go in from the little flap. They are going in. So I want, yeah, this is a really small piece of tape, but we're going to see if that is going to work. Otherwise I'm going to use my arc glitter glue. But for the outside I'm definitely going to use some tape. For the stability. It's really better. Now this one I'm going to do with my scissors. And yes, I use my non-stick scissor for that. Really a nice one. And I do not have it that long, but for the things I did use it really worked well with my tape. So it really do not stick to my scissor. Okay, so yeah, I am really going to try to put some tape on here too, because that's just the best way to attach the small pieces. It is. It's sturdier. Okay. Last piece. Oh, and then my tape is out. Just a perfect time. Gone. Alrighty, so okay, let's peel these off and let's do exactly as the box. Always like to put my little pin on a little magnet. So again, place this on the right angle, squeeze it, and use your bone folder to go to the inside. There you go. I think I'm going to unleash these little pieces already. See what happens. They are not going to be stuck in the way. I hope not. Okay, so next step again, try to use some extra glue, go to the corner, go around it, and go to the inside. Okay, now these same thing. One. Okay, now let the glue really good dry. Okay, let's burnish the edges. Oopsie daisy. Alright, this looks good. Checking the corners. They nice, otherwise you can use your bone folder a little. Cool. So now this is done, you notice that this is exactly the same size as the box. Yes, okay, that is perfectly. So yeah, that's done. Up to the next piece. Okay, for the next step we are going to need tin chipboard, and you will find 2 of these in your kit. And that is just a way, it's a perfect tin chipboard for using for the inside. So these are the measurements we are going to cut it. For inches, it's 6/15 of a 16th. Yeah, really sorry, but it needs to be a little shorter than 7 inch. By 4/3 of an 8, we need that double. And 4/3 of an 8 by 4/3 of an 8. Also we need that double. En voor my Dutch followers in centimeters. Binnenkant gebruik je dun karton. En dan snij je het karton in 17,5 bij 11 centimeters. 2 keer en 11 bij 11 centimeter. 2 keer. Oké. Yep. You got it? You got it. So I'm going to cut this and prepare for the next step. Okay, next step is wrap these tin papers in. So I'm going to use my leftover first, of course. Always use first your leftovers. And let's wrap these all in. Yeah, let's use some glue. And perhaps you are messing up this chipboard. It could be. Then don't worry. You just can use your cereal boxes as chipboard. So that's really a good chipboard too. So I'm first going to glue this ugly piece. It came from a, how you call that? I want to call a print factory, but I don't know if that is the exact word. But anyway, it's good chipboard, not thick enough for using it for cover-ups or covers or boxes or anything. But sometimes I lay a few flat and then on top of each other, 2 or 3 layers, and then it's perfect too. So you don't always have to use fancy chipboard. You can use, if you are throwing away something like this is pretty good chipboard. And if you are putting a few layers on top, nobody knows. Really, just glue them good together on top of each other. And just use it. Use cereal boxes, old pizza boxes, or if they are not greedy or wet or anything, then you can use garbage chipboard, really. If you are having nice big cereal boxes, then don't throw them away. Cut them in nice pieces and save them. You always can use them. That's just my tip of the day. Okay, so there we go. Now let's grab the first one. Let's cut the corners, same as I always like to do on my albums. And this I do not like to cut them a very straight edge, because then you are going to see a little white, and I do not like that. So I cut this a little off. Again, I use my bone folder to make a nice fold line already, and then I just can nicely wrap these little chipboards around this nice little cardstock. Just over the chipboard. That is what I was trying to say. Yeah, sometimes I'm off, I know. So if you're doing first outside, you can still tuck these in. It's tiny as it is. And fold them nicely to a nice corner. Here we go. See, now we have nice tucked in chipboard. So let's do that with all of these. Yeah? Okay, back in 1 second. Okay, next thing is, well, you don't need this to do, but I did. Well, because this is going to be in here, you should say, I place this in here and then I don't need to cover this up. That's an option, because now we also have this black side. But if you look closely, you see this edge. You see that? That's the fold line, of course, from this. And well, I don't like that, but if you are okay with it, then just leave it. But I am going to apply another piece of cardstock on the other side. It's just because I do not like those edges, and it's another reason. So the other reason is that if I now place the good side, well, here this is the side where I put my other black cardstock on, and this side I want to go on the inside. Now you think, why not on the outside? Well, if I put this, the good side, the perfectly good side, on this side, then my lid has any obstacles to bump in. So your lid is going to be gentle over and closing this this box. So that is why I really like the smooth side of it. So yeah, well, that's just me. But yeah, so I am going to attach these other papers. Just how I like, that everything is nice and good. Thinking over things. So we don't need any edges. Well, it's just a 0.5 millimeter of the edges, because I really want this tight as I can. Just a little slightly piece off. So that is what I like. So a little cheap glue on the inside and a good glue on the outside. It's just a combination that I really like. Okay, so now we have, but do not attach them. So I want the good side, the perfectly smooth side on the outside. So check and check. So this is your box. And we are going to attach that with glue later. Not now, because we do need something more. But it's just to fit for you guys to see if it's okay. So now you have that little black edge. You see? And that is the clue for putting the lid over it. So please see if it fits. So you have to do, of course, a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yep, here we go. That's that. So now you have a perfectly fit lid on top of the box. Alright. So next thing what I like to do is cut a black piece of paper for on the bottom and cut my black papers for using the inside lid also cover up with black. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. Going to cut first my black for here. So these are really nice and tight. So let's peel this off, put them away for a moment. And let's cut first the inside black one. So I'm going to use exactly the same size as for the black. Okay, the size was 7 by 4.5 inch or 17.8 by 11.3. Check your numbers. Okay. So always check before you are gluing it down if it fits. Well, this one fits perfectly. Now I can see if I can peel it out. Because I want to glue, yeah, I need to glue this. So this one was a perfect fit. Okay. For this matter, I cut it exactly the same size, but it needed just a little adjustment. So I'm going to peel this off and cut it just a slightly piece smaller on each side, and then see how it fits. I think, yeah, that'll do better. So attaching these, and yep, this is the stage that you can skip. Do not attach these because we do want to put the button on first, but we can save this. So put this away. Hope you did not glue it already, but save this for a second. Okay, that was not the plan. This is the plan for now. Yeah, I can do my edges cut out from the leftovers, because of course we do have leftovers. So let's say, well, always use the smallest pieces, of course, first. Don't know if this one is correct. No, this is too small, but we can use this later. So yeah, I'm going to cut the small pieces for these, just using exactly the same sizes as I did for my chipboard, and then see if I can readjust them a little for the edges. It's 4.5 by 1, so it's 1 inch. So I recommend just a slightly smaller than 1 inch. I think that's the good thing to do. So let's do that first.